This business can make $90,000 a month and it takes nothing to get started. I know this can work because I have friends literally running these types of companies right now. So the best part about this business is you only need a laptop to get going. Everything you need to know and need to learn is already on the YouTube. You just have to have the wherewithal and the dedication really to learn all of these things. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to build this type of company, what it takes to get there, and how you can make money all the way along through your journey. Hi, I'm Cody Schneider. I have 15 plus years of building online businesses, and the business you're going to build today is an AI automation agency. There's been a lot of talk about these types of companies, but nobody has really gone deep on what you're providing, the services that you're providing, and how to get out in front of these types of clients, and then the structure of these businesses to make them a really profitable entity for you. So why is this a massive opportunity? Let's dive into the data to look at why you should be building a company like this and the philosophy around this on how you can approach building businesses so that you can ride a wave that's already happening. So the data that I'm showing here is AI automation. So this is search for that keyword phrase. And what we're looking at is the growth of the interest and the search volume for AI automation. So for people searching for that long tail keyword or for that keyword. And so the opportunity here and the way to think about this whenever you're starting any type of company is you want to build things that people want to buy. At its simplest form, a business is having something people want to buy and being able to sell it. That's it. Everybody overcomplicates this and tries to put all of this fancy language around it. But in its simplest form, that is a business. And so when I see a graph like this, I see a huge opportunity. Immediately, my alarms start going off and I'm like, okay, this is a way to make money. So let's break down what is an automation agency. So an automation agency in its simplest form is going to be a company that services other businesses in creating automated workflows to accomplish some type of task that a human used to have to do previously. And so why this is happening is because people are trying to automate the tasks that they used to have to pay a salary for. So instead of having to go and pay somebody $50,000 a year to do paperwork, instead they can just employ this AI automation that is doing that entire task. So how people are building these is with stacks like Zapier, with Make.com, with Airtable, with ChatGPT APIs. And basically they build all of these workflows between all of these different tools to accomplish specific tasks. And so this is where you're going to start your business career in this space. And I'm going to teach you how to do this, how to learn these skill sets, and then how to show these skill sets online, which creates inbound leads for your automation agency. And this is a huge opportunity. I have friends that run companies that sit on $8,000 a month retainers, which is on the low end side, to basically build out and operate these automation workflows. These workflows break because all of the components can break within the system. And for businesses, they want to automate as much as they can. So this can be a continual improvement that's happening within the background. And if you're still not convinced, let's look at some more data related to AI automation agencies. So AI business process automation, search volume increasing. You have AI automation services, search volume increasing. You have AI automation agency, search volume increasing. So if you're not convinced at this point, there's no way I'm going to, so stop listening. If you are, and you want more content like this, subscribe to this channel. I do videos every week teaching you how to start online companies. All right, and this is a perfect segue into how do you get your first customers. So if I go and I search AI automation agency, what comes up first? It is YouTube videos. And if I search anything related to Zapier or Make.com or Airtable, what is the first things that's going to come up? YouTube videos. And so this is where you're going to start your journey. This is how you're going to build distribution and an audience before you have a product. So there's a couple places where I would start for this. What I would look for is long tail keywords on how to use any of these tools. So how to Airtable, how to ChatGPT, and then stuff like how to connect Google Sheets, how to connect any of the other types of integrations that Zapier and Make.com offers. And again, let's go search and see what comes up when we take one of these long tail keywords and look for it on Google. And here we go. YouTube videos. So again, this is your opportunity to show up in front of people that are looking for tutorial style videos on how to do the thing that you're going to learn to do. So let's take one of these keywords and show you again what comes up when we search it on Google. And there you go, you have YouTube videos. So again, we're doing these YouTube videos because it's a way for us to show up in front of our target customers that are trying to solve a problem. And then we can go and build those automations for them. So I'm going to also talk about different marketing strategies throughout this entire video. But this is your beginning point. This is where you can start. And at this point, a lot of you are like, Cody, how do I learn how to do this? Super simple. Go to YouTube, learn a thing, whatever it is that you just learned. So automating data entry into Google Sheets with Excel with ChatGPT and Zapier. Watch this video and then literally go and recreate the video teaching the thing that you learned. That's all you have to do. That is literally exactly what you have to do. I have done this exact same process in the past to build out clientele for agencies that I've started. I did this both in the CrossFit space and then also when I was servicing Shopify stores doing marketing work for them. All right, so you're building out this YouTube channel, you're starting to get views, and a couple things are going to happen simultaneously. One, you're going to make revenue off of the YouTube channel itself. Two, you're going to build an email newsletter off of the YouTube channel and put call to actions within the video to go to subscribe to that email newsletter. How you make those ads is super simple. It's just like this. You add the link to the newsletter within the video and say, hey, go sub to my newsletter right now if you want growth tactics and also business ideas. So you're growing that email newsletter. You can sell ads on that email newsletter. And then you can also do affiliate deals with other companies that are within your niche. Reach out to Airtable, have them sponsor your videos. Reach out to Zapier, have them sponsor your videos. This is not rocket science. It's a super simple business model. So you've built this audience. Awesome. Crushing it. You're maybe making a little bit of revenue. Could probably make a couple grand a month doing what I just described. And this can be as fast or as slow as you want. You could sit down and make a video a day for the next 90 days, and I guarantee you could make a business on this. But for some people, they have other lives. They have their day jobs, they have their kids, etc. And so you have to figure out how to factor this in. But if you do a video a day and you learn something new each day and then make a video about whatever it is that you learned, you will get inbound leads. Now, why will leads choose you? Why will they work with you? The reason for that is because they just watched a video of you teaching them how to do this thing. And it's going to be complicated. It's going to be hard. And they're going to be like, hey, I don't want to go and learn this myself. I want to just go hire somebody to implement this for me and then run this whole operation for me. So from these videos and the audience you built, you're naturally going to get reach out asking you to do consulting work. And this is how you get to your first $10,000 a month, if not more. I mean, honestly, you could probably make at least $15,000 just doing this. So I would charge something like $3,000 a month to be able to do these operations, especially if you're servicing small businesses, right? Which we're going to get to in a second, like the specific industries that you should focus on. But before we get there, I want to emphasize that this is accessible to anybody. You don't need anything. The barriers to entry for this are zero. All it takes is your time. And if you make good content, YouTube will just naturally distribute it. And how do you get seen by YouTube? How do you get distribution? It's super simple. The title, the thumbnail, and the first 30 seconds of the video have to all make a promise and then deliver on that promise. So title, thumbnail, make a promise. And then within the first 30 seconds of that video, you deliver on that promise. This video that you're watching right now did that exact same thing. I promised I would teach you how to make a $90,000 a month company. And then in the first 30 seconds, I reiterated that point and said, hey, I'm going to show you step by step. All right, so let's do some public math, which you should never do, but I'm going to do it. So what we're going to talk about today is the economics of this company. So again, say you're charging $3,000 a month per client. Let's say you go get 5 clients. That's $15,000 a month that you can be making. And how you do this is probably on a project based, and then you put them on a retainer to make sure that these systems are running. So with all software, with any automation, what naturally happens over time is things change and things get deprecated. So you have to do upkeep. You're basically a mechanic, and that's how you function. You're a mechanic for these automations. And so you can live off of these retainers with your clients. This is how you can make great money. I mean, in a year, that's $180,000 with no employees. All of your inbound is coming from YouTube, your newsletter. Maybe you grow other social media as well, like Twitter and LinkedIn. You just do short form versions of your long form videos. Super simple. And I know that people are going to say this is hard. Yes, it is hard. It is hard to execute. It is not hard to do. I just want you to chant to yourself: patience, persistence, and compound interest. That is the mantra you need to be living by. And I'm going to advocate for that indefinitely. So you got your first 5 clients, they're on a retainer, making great money. Naturally, what's going to happen is that you're going to get more inbound than you can facilitate yourself. So first thing, increase your prices. Second thing, you're going to go and hire a team out. So let's look at the unit economics of that as well. Say I'm charging $5,000 a month, and I want to make $90,000 a year. That means that I only need 18 clients to make that $90,000. So let's take a step back to the YouTube videos. Even if the video is only getting 6,000 views, 18 out of that 6,000 is only 0.003. So if you're constantly making videos, you're going to get inbound. So let's look at the economics that actually facilitate this business from an employee standpoint. So to service 18 clients, say somebody can manage 5 clients apiece. You need 3 people, and you'll probably need an intermediary, some type of person that's client-facing doing client management. So 4 people in total is what you would have on your staff. Let's say the average salary for those people is $2,000. So you have $8,000 a month that you're putting out as salaries. And out of that $90,000 that you're making, that means that there's $82,000 that's left over in profit. And this is why companies like this are incredibly powerful cash flow machines, is because they can run at margins that are 80 to 90%. They almost function like software in this new world where we're using global talent and getting all of our leads internationally. So now you're like, Cody, I've never hired anybody before. How do I go and find this talent? Use a company like Talent Fiber. They're a BPO, which stands for a business professional outsourcing company. This is different than just a headhunter. What they do is they go and find the best people within your industry, and they manage all of the HR. You pay them, they pay the person, they'll hire and fire for you, and you can scale your team up and down as necessary. They're unbelievable, would highly suggest them. And this is something entirely contrasting all of these other global talent headhunting, where they find the person off of onlinejobs.ph and then just hand them over to you. No, that's not how you're going to get good talent. Those people are going to be working multiple jobs. I applaud them for that as well. Secure the bag. But if you want highly qualified, dedicated talent, a company like Talent Fiber that's a BPO is going to be the best place to go and find them. All right, that's it. That's the simplest version of this, of how to build this agency. Now I'm going to talk about all of the other different marketing strategies that you can employ to get inbound leads. And we're just going to rattle these off. There's tons of videos out there showing you how to do all of these things. I'm just going to talk about the different techniques that I would think about as a way to build trust with clients. Okay, first, let's go and look at AI automation for XYZ and see what comes up. So 2 things jump out at me: for small businesses, for social media, and for real estate. These are all things that we can go service. Just from my knowledge base, I know that real estate is a huge market that has a ton of paperwork. So automation within this could probably just be entirely focused on real estate. So then I would start to think about, how do I go and get in front of all of the real estate business owners and come to them with, hey, I can automate your business processes. So how I would go find those people is using something like Apollo. I would do some type of filtering that is related to founder, CEO, president. And then I would also do the industry real estate. And there's thousands of these people that we could reach out to. So the email I would send would be incredibly simple. Something like subject, AI automation for real estate businesses. Hey name, real estate businesses have a ton of paperwork. So we're identifying the problem, saying what the problem is to begin with, and then saying that we're the solution. And this is how we help clients. Want to learn more? That simple. And then this is just a numbers game. You need to contact as many people a month as you possibly can. So infrastructurally, to do that, use something like Porkbun to buy domains, use something like Microsoft's 365 Business to actually build the inboxes out, and then use something like Smartly to actually send the emails. Everything that I just described there, go YouTube how to set up cold email using those tools. And you're going to find a tutorial that is going to take you through that whole process. I don't need to reinvent the wheel here. All right, so that would be one distribution channel. I'd probably find all those people, add them on LinkedIn as well using an automation with something like Phantom Buster. I would use the LinkedIn Auto Connect and then like send a follow-up message. So basically just like trying to land in their inbox with that same copy. And then the other thing that I would do is I would start bidding on these keyword phrases related to AI automation. There's tons of search volume for this, but it's probably not super competitive because nobody's here yet. And then the other thing that I would go do is I would go and build out long form blog content related to all of these keywords that we were making the YouTube videos for as well. So you can use a blog content writing tool, something like Draft Horse AI. You put the target keyword in, and then it's going to write that article, and you can publish it directly to your website. And then the last thing I would do is create a podcast about AI automation, and then go and invite those business leaders that we just looked up onto that podcast. You then take that podcast, use a tool like Swell AI and you repurpose that podcast into all the different media for all the other channels that you're trying to do promotion through. So make clips for LinkedIn and Twitter, write email newsletters for your list, and also write blog posts about the content you talk about it. And the podcast is just an excuse to reach out to your target ICP and get in relationship with them. And that's it. That's how you can make a $90,000 a month business with zero startup costs. Please go comment and like on this video. It helps that algorithm. I appreciate you. Also subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Go follow me on Twitter and go follow me on LinkedIn for more like this. And if you build this company, I want to know. Reach out.